So, is this everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
Hey everybody, this is The Last of Us Part 1, the 2022 remake of The Last of Us, originally released in 2013 on the PS3.
Better hurry up then.
And this is the first of about 11 videos showing you where the collectibles are going to be in this game. I played through this game on my main account and kind of felt like even if you were very familiar with the game and you've played through it on the PS3, on the PS4 for the remaster, maybe you picked it up in the last few years with the hype of the HBO series coming around the bend,
Ration line hasn't opened yet.
you'll notice that things look a little different. Graphically, this game is so much better looking than the original 2013 version that some of the furniture, some of the settings, some of the backgrounds, some of the props and set pieces, they look different enough that you might not be able to tell where the collectibles are. The lighting is different. Everything's just newer, fresher, easier to make out and see and enjoy graphically. So I figured it might be helpful if anyone is getting back into this game thanks to the release of the new The Last of Us series on HBO, that maybe we have some trophy hunters out there who want to pick this game up and hopefully quickly get through the collectibles. And there are a lot of them. Here's our one and only optional conversation in the first section of the quarantine zone. 20 years later is the name of this section. And this is optional conversation number 1. This is one that I missed when I played through this version of the game the first time. Forgot about it. Altogether, this game has 254 collectibles. There's 97 artifacts. There's 12 training manuals, 13 comics, 13 shiv doors you need to open, 11 workbenches, 54 optional conversations, 6 times you need to listen to Ellie tell the jokes out of her joke book, 4 safes you need to open, 5 workbench tools, and 30 Firefly pendants that you need to pick up. And something that's worth noting, 14 of the artifacts and 14 of the optional conversations, as well as the last round of Ellie's jokes, need to be collected during the Left Behind DLC portion of the game, which does come with this. By the way, that was 2 artifacts that are in Joel's backpack when he first gets it. Yes, so there is 14, and 1 collectible in Left Behind. You can play... Here's an optional conversation coming up with Tess. You can play Left Behind first if you wish. The game gives you a choice. You can play Ellie's background story first. But I found, because of the way that they frame the DLC as part of a flashback during the winter section when Ellie's taking care of Joel after the University of Colorado incident,
Ladies first.
I found it just made more sense to play it
You must be thinking of someone else.
as DLC afterwards,
There's no real
as downloadable content. So we saw the optional conversation there, and we're gonna walk in here, and there's gonna be a Firefly pendant. Again, this is one of those places where if you go back and look at the PS3 version, you're gonna notice it looks quite different where it's sitting and everything. So, and you also got a trophy for the first Firefly pendant you pick up. There's a couple trophies that you get for your initial first collectible, and there are a ton of collectibles here, and unfortunately they're kind of easy to miss.
Better keep your eyes and ears open.
With Uncharted, if you do a little exploring, you'll see something shiny. It's pretty easy to notice where the little treasures are. But in this, if you're not thinking about it, and if you're not in the right place at the exact right time, as far as the optional conversations, Ellie's jokes, yeah, that's pretty much it. But especially those two things, if you don't do them in the right way, you're not gonna get them. You're not gonna see them. You could miss all of Ellie's jokes if you don't know that they're coming.
They got infected trying to
There's
sneak into
number
the zone.
7 for the collectibles, another artifact. When I played through on my main account, this one right here, I forgot that some of the Firefly pendants are hanging from trees, and so I had to come back and get it. So everything, for the most part, everything can be picked up through chapter select after you finish the game. I can't stand that, though. I'd rather collect everything when I'm supposed to collect it as I'm playing through the game. But if you miss one, you pretty much have to wait until you've completed the game and then go back on chapter select. The game's very good about showing you each chapter, showing you the amount of collectibles in that chapter, breaking up the chapter in different subsections. At this point, I think we are in the slums section, which is the third section of this chapter. But and it will tell you how many of the collectibles you have and how many you don't have, so you can go back in there, and you can hopefully use this series of videos as a reference, and it will show you what you might be missing, so you can go back and just pick up from that section. But it's not like you can drop in, pick up what you need, and drop and leave. But yeah, so you might have to play a little bit more than you intended to. But it is definitely a good toss-up when you consider the original version of this game. You had to play it twice all the way through on various difficulties, New Game Plus, Grounded. But with this version, you can play whatever difficulty you choose. You can play on very light, as I'm playing here, with certain modifiers on. And then you get other modifiers that will help you find any collectibles you were missing, help you with different kinds of adjustments you can make to the gameplay that'll make it either easier or more challenging, or just kind of mix it up. But there's no difficulty trophies in this version of the game. You just play it, have fun, and you can get it done. And you should, if you're looking to get this done quickly, you should be able to get this done in about 9 or 10 hours. So hopefully these series of collectible guides can help you get through it. There's like 9 other trophies that you'll have the chance to pick up along the way. 3 or 4 of them are just doing for just fun things. One of them's for petting a dog, another one's for not giving Ellie a high five, all that kind of stuff. This is the final section, the cargo here. Optional conversation 4.
Goodbye, friend.
We should go, Marlene. There's bound to be
This
more
is
soldiers
obviously
on the way.
once we meet up with
Let's move.
Marlene. And then this is the very end of the chapter once we are making the journey back to our little
What happened?
area with Ellie,
Firefly.
getting ready to do
Same things
the
that
whole
happened last
smuggling
time.
routine.
You're the pro.
Alright, so that's the first chapter, and we'll be back for chapter 2. Hope this helped. Take care.